Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Daniel, you're a star, and the birds in the sky. Daniel, you're a star.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Well, Daniel, welcome to the show. And
Thank you very much.
And congratulations, you're our youngest guest ever on the programme.
Really?
You're 16 years old.
That's quite an achievement. Fantastic. I didn't even have to do anything. I just had to be young. I didn't have to do anything then, and everyone applauded. It's fantastic. I might be rubbish. You never know.
Hang on, you've got too much energy for me.
I'm trying to prove to you that it's not past my bedtime.
Well, no, I can see you. Well, obviously, you're full of the vim and vigour of life. When were you 16? When's your birthday?
July 23rd.
So you are now coming up for 16 and a half, then?
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What can you do at 16 you can't do at other ages? You can't legally drive yet, can you?
No, 17. So Rupert, the boy who plays Ron, is having his lessons at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
And are you a bit jealous about that?
Not at all. I'm going to be the worst driver in the world because my dad's a really bad driver. Okay. I think I've got his genes rather than my mum's, who's an amazing driver, but my dad's terrible, and I'll going down that road.
Okay. You are old enough that you could get married, I believe, if you wanted to, with your parents' consent.
I could. I probably won't.
Okay.
Because not yet. I mean...
No, hey, play the field for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Take it easy. You can't vote yet?
No.
You can't drink alcohol yet?
No.
So you've never tried alcohol?
No.
No.
It's not actually a moral thing. I just tried a sip of wine once. I didn't like the taste very much.
Yeah.
I think it's something you get when you're about 18, and suddenly you start to like it. I'll probably try it. Because, you know, a lot of people do it, so there must be something in it.
Yeah.
I mean, but I haven't yet, no.
And you don't, I'm assuming you don't smoke at all?
No.
Good, good, that's sensible. Do you know any adult jokes, any bleak humour?
Do you? Neither do I.
Your eyes are quite large, they're quite large eyes.
Are they?
You look a bit like you could also have been in Lord of the Rings. You've got those kind of big eyes that the fella has from that film. You
Okay.
could, yeah.
Yours are lovely as well, Jonathan.
Thank you.
But, I mean, I
Youngest guest, most polite guest.
No, I mean, I've sort of grown up with them, so I don't really notice.
Of course, yeah, you
This is fantastic! You just say so. Yes! Brilliant! Fantastic! Thank you!
Hold on, don't get him too excited, all right? Give him a chance. Never mind shouting Harry. He isn't actually Harry Potter.
It's not real.
He's an actor. Oh, look, they've all gone, oh, look at that little mocker.
Oh, my
Oh, my goodness.
Great
How old were you when you did the first film?
I was 11.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, God. That's the first time, when you showed it, that I've actually seen the first film. Pretty much since I did it.
Yeah, yeah. You
And
haven't gone back and
weird.
watched it?
No, I sort of was flicking through channels because there was nothing on, and they were showing the first film, and I was listening, and I thought I sort of got up to adjust the sound on the TV. It was just our voices hadn't broken, and so I was listening, and it just sounded ridiculously high.
But it's so, when you look back now, it looks so sweet, because I've seen all the Harry Potter movies, and I'm lucky enough to have seen the next one.
Yeah.
But you're all proper grown-ups now.
Yes.
And it's so weird now seeing that clip and seeing these sweet little kids. I mean, that's a photograph of you from the new movie. What are you doing to Hermione there? You whatever it is, she don't like it.
I'm being very, very protective, I think.
Wow.
Or that's the excuse I'm giving.
When you got the part, it was a huge source of interest to people. Everyone was curious to find out who would get to play Harry Potter, because the books had already been remarkably successful. The audition process, I believe, was quite long and quite, you know, quite a big deal.
Yeah.
How many people auditioned? Do you know how many people auditioned for the
I
part?
actually have no idea.
It was in the thousands, I believe.
I think so, yeah. But I sort of was quite lucky because I sort of skipped a lot of that, which was quite nice because I sort of came in about a month before we started filming or something, you know. Ridiculously short time, close to filming, really.
Right.
And so I was sort of cast at the 11th hour, so I'd only been to like 4 auditions. And
So that was a nice thing for you, I think.
Oh, great, yeah.
What did they ask you to do at the audition? Did they ask you to you know, demonstrate how you would hold a wand or what you would do? And, you know, presumably, well, no, seriously, because there's stuff you've got to do and it's got to look convincing. You can't just, you know, so there's, I imagine, some sort of a wand-based technique.
It's in the swish and the flick thing.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah, no, I was in the auditions and I sort of... I remember Chris Columbus, who directed the first film, sort of cracked an egg at one point and let the yolk go on the script. And I don't, now, looking back, I have no idea what relevance it had to anything.
Was he hungry?
I don't know, it was just,
Well,
I think
he
it was...
wowed it. Do you think he brought it in on purpose?
He might have to try and throw me and see how I reacted.
So he got an egg out.
Yeah, and he cracked it on the script. And I'm sure there was a reason. I think it was to do with, it's the scene in the first one when we're in Hagrid's hut and they had the dragon egg. It's something to do with that. I don't know what, looking back. But then in the end, I think it was partly out of desperation, partly out of, you know, being, I don't know, not an attention seeker, but something along those lines. And that I actually ended up doing the match of the day theme tune on my cheeks with my slapping my hands. A bit like a primitive version of playing the spoons, but like...
Hang on. I'm finding this story quite hard to follow now. We started with the audition and the wand, then there was an egg, and now you're playing match of the day on your cheeks.
Yes. It makes
This
perfect sense.
has actually happened this way, or have you...
It was in that order.
Have you been doing art recently and you accidentally breathed in the fumes of one of those pens?
No, I dropped art. This is true.
So can you still do the match of the day theme?
I don't know. I mean,
Well, I think we'd like to hear this if we can. I don't think you can tease us with a story as juicy as that without delivering. At least
I can try. I'll try. I'm not guaranteeing like a perfect thing of it. I mean, like, Gary Lineker's not going to pop up afterwards, and it's not going to be that good. But
if he did, that would be great, though, wouldn't it?
that would be a cool thing.
What if, because we're at the BBC, what if he's in the building and he hears it and thinks, I'm late, and you ran in? We would all then think you actually had magical powers. Maybe you do.
Maybe
Let's give it a try.
Okay.
Here we go.
There's more. There's a da bit. There we go. Thank you.
I wish I could say it was the first, but David Attenborough did the same thing when he was That's great. Presumably you're a football fan then, are you?
No.
It all makes perfect sense somewhere.
I think I probably was at the time, but I'm not anymore. But Chris Columbus at the end of that, so I'm just thinking about the eggs now, he said, well, if that doesn't get you the part, nothing will. And it did.
Yeah. So you think that was what swung it for you?
J.K. Rowling saw that and thought, that's my Harry.
That's my Harry. Anyone who can play Match of the Day on his cheeks. They're great fun books. They're a lovely read. Okay. Now, there are 7 in total when it's completed.
Yeah.
6 so far released. Okay? I think I've read the first 4. I don't think I've finished the 5th, and I've got the 6th one. Well, don't... Was that your voice breaking?
Sorry.
Wouldn't that be a great moment? That happened live on TV. Well, it's kind of... Your voice isn't going to break in that squeaky way. It's just... You're already...
My voice is broken.
Well, it's... I think it will still get a bit deeper, all right?
That would be good, actually. Because I heard, you know... It's not... It'd be good to get deeper, and taller would be good. But my mum's quite short, and so I don't know if those genes, you know, they're not good.
Well, you might still shoot up, but you know, as long as you feel comfortable in your skin, I don't think it makes a big deal anymore.
I know, but I would like to be taller.
I know. Well, we could possibly get you some big shoes or something there.
Or a very small person to stand on.
Okay. Well, look. Let's talk about when you're making a movie, like any of the Harry Potter movies, of course. It's a great story. We're following the lead character, Harry. He's going through a great journey, which we're very involved with. But also, one of the great feels in the books and the films is the magic. It's the special effects is what's going on. And it just seems to get better with every film, with every book. She's a tremendous writer for that kind of thing, a tremendous imagination. And this was the film I was most looking forward to, because it's got the big sequences where you and the other people in this Tri-Wizard Championship have to take on dragons.
Yeah.
But when you're filming all this, of course, unless I'm very much mistaken, they don't actually have dragons there.
No, because they're not... I mean, dragons don't... They're not real.
Who told you? How old are you?
16.
Who told you that?
Well, no, I just assumed it was, because instead of having a really cool, terrifying dragon there was a special effects man with a flamethrower.
Is that all you get to... That can be scary in
It was a
some way, I
flamethrower?
imagine.
What do you mean that's all? You know, that's pretty cool.
So you find that... And what about the scenes...